Hello everyone, welcome back to another edition of Wordle with Art. Let's spin our wheel. What math and science two-word starting combo are we going to put in for today's Wordle? It is going to be nasal polyp. Okay, that one I know exactly who gave to me because it's such an interesting one. It is quite unique. It came from Starry RZ, so thanks Starry RZ. We are going to put nasal polyp in. I put it in green because that's what we color code for the biology-related math and science words. So let's go straight to Wordle. And let's investigate the performance of nasal polyp. It is an interesting one, is it not? Okay, I'm almost good to go. We just have to dismiss the math and science wheel. Bam, there we are, nasal polyp. Okay. Nasal has two A's, which is not ideal, and it didn't get me anything. Now, polyp gets me two P's and the L. Wow, that was actually really good. I was nervous with the nasal going blank on me. But polyp is pretty good. Let's see here. Now, there's probably a variety of things. There are probably a variety of things that we could look at here. One would be phone. Okay, one would be phone. Now, what I like about that, now, by the way, I do think we had photo. In fact, I remember struggling on that one, but I don't know if we had phone. And I want to sort of preempt any kind of like little kind of like pronunciation type situations. So at least we won't have to worry about that. That's the only PH that comes to mind. And, you know, I don't want to forget about that since it sounds like an F. You almost would never consider it. But phone looks good. We do put the O in a very good location. After that, you know, we can probably hunt down the fourth or fifth pretty well. We got the E, we get the N. I think it's very good. So let's try phone. Okay. No, not bad. Okay. Well, that's not bad at all. Not bad at all because we are going to hopefully just nail this thing with maybe a probe. Yeah, I think it would have to be probe. Yep, not bad. That definitely does not get a howl, guys, so don't worry. You don't have to hold your ears. It's definitely not going to get a howl because it's just a 4, but that's okay. Look at the streak, 40. Not bad. Not bad at all. In fact, it's funny, Feel Good Kenny Gaming, and I know a lot of you guys sort of cross-pollinate a lot of the Wordle channels, know of him, and he's an amazing guy and a very, very good Wordler. And he had asked today what everybody's streak was at, so I kind of remember commenting in that. And I have not lost since that infamous pairer, which I did actually with one of my students. That was way back, I think, in maybe late August, and I did the math, and I think that makes my streak right now, my official streak, about 90. What you just saw there, if we just go back real quick, is my statistics from another account that I had been using way back when. And so I think what happened is when I signed up for the Wordle bot, which ironically I don't even use, it for some reason decided to revert to that old account. So that's why it only says 40 here. But trust me, if you go through and binge watch all my videos, starting with pairer, you'll see that not one of them has been a fail. So there you have it, guys. Nasal polyp, phone, probe. Let's have fun with Scoredle as we always do. And let's see if we can predict Scoredle's path to victory. All right, so let's see here. It was probe. I'm not upset about the phone as a guess. Of course, if that was an answer, let me know, guys, then I will be a bit upset. So nasal, polyp, and then I put in phone. All right, now let's see here. With probe, we do get the E in position because as we know, Scoredle will start with slate. So the E will be locked in, and I happen to know that after the, guys, I'm ready to blow you out of the water. Let me just say it right now. The path to victory for Scoredle will be the following. Mark my words. Slate, born, with an E at the end, probe. Are you ready for some shock and awe? Bam! Woo! Yes, you are going to get the infamous howl, because sometimes it feels just as good to predict exactly what Scoredle will do as getting a 3 or less on actual Wordle. Look at that, guys. I mean, come on. Please shower me with a little bit of credit. A little bit of credit and praise in the comments. I would really be grateful. That is impressive. I mean, I'm basically Okay, can I be honest? Of course, I'm not thinking like Scoredle. I have no idea the exact algorithm that it uses to split the database each time it picks a new word. I basically just, for whatever reason, have a propensity for memorizing these stupid words. And as I've said before, if I could remember half the things that my wife tells me, she would be very, very happy. But instead, I remember these ridiculous things which have no practical merit in everyday life, except perhaps when you're playing with Squirtle, because I think maybe starting in January, I'm going to run a challenge, and I think I might call it something like me versus you. And I'm going to probably do something where I'm just going to go all out and use Slate every time. And I do remember a lot of the second words, so I know exactly what scenario to go with. And I'm thinking of potentially doing a you versus me and have you guys simply plug in to the comments, as you always do, your path to victory. And then at the end of the month, we'll see who came out ahead. And I might even consider doing some sort of like a contest where there might be a prize at the end of the month. I'll start considering that a little bit further. If you guys would like to provide some helpful kind of like tips or suggestions on how to run that contest, that would be awesome. The one thing that I'm obviously somewhat fearful of is, I mean, let's face it, I know you guys, every single one of you who are my subscribers and watch, are incredibly honest, ethical people. But there could be somebody who sort of infiltrates the channel and sees that there might be a really nifty little prize available and, you know, might either fake their answer or just catch wind of the answer, or shoot, you can basically just go into the Wordle on Chrome and look at the source code, and you'll see every single one of the answers plugged in. I just know that that's something that, you know, people can do. But we don't do that because we just love the thrill of playing Wordle every day. I can assure you I never do that, but somebody might. And that would be my only concern about offering a prize. Of course, we could do it just for the sheer fun of it, couldn't we? That reminds me, there is an interesting character who I often pin who is extremely good at Wordle, almost to the point of me being just slightly suspicious. But of course, I don't want to make any claims whatsoever. But that particular individual is extremely good, often gets it in 1 and 2, rarely gets worse than a 2 guesser. Be that as it may, I do hope that we could consider a really fun version of this starting in January. And again, give me your comments. And as always, guys, please, please, please give me your path to victory. You know I love to see it. You know that I will give you a heart and a comment, as I very much enjoy seeing your approaches. Sometimes they're even better than Scoredle, and that's extremely satisfying. So with that in mind, guys, I will look forward to seeing you tomorrow with yet
another edition of Wordle with Art.